Hello students, I am here with another video from the chapter of class 10th NCERT book. The name of the chapter is The Magnetic Field of Electric Current. So before starting today's video, I would like to tell you that till now what all things we have discussed in the last class. So in the last class I have introduced with the new topic of magnetism. Then before that we have studied about the magnets, the types of magnets, in which we have discussed about the various sizes of magnets, that is the bar magnet, the disc magnet, the ring magnet, and also we have discussed about the horseshoe magnet, which is U in its shape, or it is the shape of the horseshoe. Okay, and then we have discussed about the properties of magnet, or we should say that it is the properties of magnetism. The first property was its attraction, and it shows two kinds of forces, that is attractive force and the repulsive force. So like poles tend to repel each other, they show the property of repulsion. The next property was the property of attraction, where the unlike poles are going to attract. Means if you are going to keep the north pole with against a south pole of another magnet, it is going to attract each other. Now if you are going to put both the poles together, means north pole of one magnet is placed towards the north pole of the another magnet, it is going to repel each other. Same thing will happen if you are going to put the south poles of both the magnets in the same direction, means it is going to repel. Then next we have discussed about that magnet is made up of poles. It has two poles, one is north and the south pole, and at the poles the maximum power of the magnetism lies. So then we have also discussed about the directional property of the magnet, where whenever a freely suspended magnet is placed, then it is going to always point in the direction of north and the south. It is always going to rest in the north and south direction. Now next thing we have discussed about was the magnetic field, and we have discussed about magnetic field lines. So what is magnetic field? Magnetic field is an area where you could experience the maximum extent of that magnetism or the magnetic force, and it is represented by drawing imaginary lines on the sides of the magnet, that is known as magnetic field. And you could draw these lines by performing certain experiments using magnetic compass, which that magnetic compass also has a magnet inside in the form of needle. So you could see the field lines around the magnet, but it is going to be very close to each other when it is coming near to the poles of the magnet. So next thing we'll discuss today is about the magnetic field due to the current carrying conductor, means magnetic field in the straight current carrying conductor. What is the magnetic field produced in the current carrying conductor or not? So simple experiment is done. If take a wire, then you have to connect that wire with the help of the you have to connect it with the help of the battery, and then you will see that once the current starts flowing in it, and when you bring the magnetic compass near to this current flowing conductor, you will see that this needle is going to show you certain deflection in it. So this magnetic compass is going to tell you that in which direction the current is flowing, and it is also going to tell you that certain magnetism is going to be generated, certain field is there. The magnetic field is also present in the current carrying conductor. Now if the magnetic compass is placed near the current carrying conductor wire, that is wire here, the needle gets deflected as it is shown here in this diagram. If the current is flowing and this needle is going to show you the deflection in it, it is going to prove that magnetic field is also present near the current carrying conductor. Now if the direction of the current is from north to south, then the direction of the magnetic field is towards the east. Okay, it is towards the east. So this is how it is going to be shown. If the direction of the current is from south to north, then what will happen? It is from south to north, then the direction of the current will be in the west. Okay, and it is from south to north. So here it is written, if the direction of the current is from north to south, means this side, then the deflection of the magnetic needle is towards the east. And if the direction of the current is from south to north, then the deflection in the magnetic compass will be towards the west. Okay, so with this you could see that the magnetic field is also generated in just around a current carrying conductor. Now you have to perform one experiment which is given in your NCERT book also, and it is very easy experiment where you have to take certain things. That is, one cardboard is there which has a hole in the center, which, or you could take a little bit thick paper. You have to bow that and one wire, and an electric wire has to be moved inside from this cardboard, and you have to connect it with a battery, then it has to be connected with a switch, okay, and it is to be connected from the other end of the electric wire. Now what you have to do, you have to switch it on. Switch it on means you have to pass the current in the circuit, and then you will see that what behavior is going to be shown by this electric wire regarding electric field. Before passing the current, you have to sprinkle some iron fillings over it, okay, you have to sprinkle some iron fillings over it before passing current. Now as soon as you close the switch, as soon as you are going to close the switch, then what will happen, you will see that the iron fillings is going to be attracted towards this electric wire. Now this cardboard has to be tapped for some time. You have to tap it gently so that it takes a certain shape, and it will be more clear that what kind of electric field is generated in near this wire. As soon as you are going to tap this cardboard, then what you will see that these iron fillings are going to take a particular shape, and that shape is the concentric rings around the magnetic around this current carrying conductor. Okay, so that you will observe that when the current is flowing in this wire, you will see that the concentric rings of this iron fillings are present, okay, they are present near the wire. So it is observed that magnetic field around a current carrying straight conductor is the concentric rings, concentric circles. It can be observed by passing current in a straight current carrying conductor through a cardboard by sprinkling some iron fillings over it. Now as soon as you are going to switch it off, the iron fillings are going to be moved from, it is going to be displaced once you tap the cardboard again. Now again, if you are going to switch it on, you will see that, and again tap that cardboard for some time, you will see that the iron fillings are going to arrange themselves in the form of concentric circles. So this shows that current also shows certain magnetic property, and magnetic field is also generated in a straight current carrying conductor. Now next, what will be the direction of this magnetic field, or what will be the direction of, if the current direction is from one to another direction. Now this is shown with the help of one rule, that is the right hand thumb rule, or it is also known as Maxwell's right hand thumb rule. So what is this right hand thumb rule going to explain? The direction of the magnetic field around a conductor is given by the right hand thumb rule, okay, or it is also known as Maxwell's right hand thumb rule, as I have told you. Now what does this rule suggest? What does this rule tells you about? Or it states that if a current carrying conductor is held in the right hand, you have to suppose, you don't have to hold the current carrying conductor in your hand, mind it. So here you have to suppose that you are holding a current carrying conductor in your right hand, such that the thumb points the direction of current, okay, so the thumb is going to point the direction of current, then the fingers wrapped around the conductor as shown here in the diagram is going to tell you the direction of magnetic field. Okay, it's very easy that, for example, if the current is in upward direction and you are holding this current carrying conductor with the right hand, then what will happen? You are just holding it, okay, just like this in this diagram. So what will happen? The current is shown in the form of this thumb, then your fingers are going to point to the direction of your magnetic field, okay. So this rule says that the direction of current which is flowing through this conductor is going to tell you about the direction of magnetic field, okay. So this is very clear that the direction of current decides the direction of magnetic field. In the first case, where the direction of current is in upward direction, then the magnetic field was from forward to backward, means it is coming from backward to forward. This was the direction. This is also known as screw rule. Okay, now next means in the next picture which you could see here, when the direction of the current is just opposite, it is in downward direction, then the magnetic field will be from the outside to inside. It is coming from in this way. Okay, it is going to be reversed. So it is the direction of current which is going to decide the direction of magnetic field. Okay, it is the current which is going to decide the direction of magnetic field. Okay, so please remember that the current is going to decide the direction of magnetic field. Okay, so it's very easy. This screw rule you have to remember, or this is also known as Maxwell's right hand thumb rule, or simply it is known as right hand thumb rule, where thumb is going to point the direction of your current and fingers are going to point the direction of the magnetic field. Next is the magnetic field due to the current carrying loop. Now we have studied about the straight current carrying conductor. Now is there any difference? Will these direction of the magnetic field is going to show you any kind of changes in the magnetic field direction? So we'll find out using another shape of a conductor, that is the circular loop. Now this time we are going to take a circular loop as which is shown here in this diagram. Okay, this activity is also given in your NCERT book. You could read it from there. So here in this topic we'll discuss about the magnetic field due to a current magnetic field due to the current which is going through a circular loop. Now what will happen? The setup will remain same. You will take a long cardboard. This time it will be a broad cardboard where two holes will be made here, and through these holes you are going to pass a circular loop which is connected to a battery and a switch. Okay, it is connected to a battery and a switch. You will switch as soon as, and you have to sprinkle some iron fillings over it. Now what you are going to do, you have to just close the switch. Before closing the switch, switching it on, I mean before switching it on, you have to sprinkle some iron fillings over it. As soon as you are going to sprinkle some iron fillings over it, it is going to be sprinkled everywhere, and once you are going to pass the current through this current carrying conductor, then you have to tap this cardboard for some time. Once you are going to tap this cardboard, the iron fillings are again going to be taking a particular shape. Now what kind of shape will be found in the current carrying loop? Now that loop is also acting as a straight current carrying conductor here at this place and at this place. Fine, but the extent of the length of that conductor will not be circular here. It will be a small straight current carrying conductor. So you will see that there will be the concentric circles near the wire. Okay, so you will see the concentric circles near the wire. Why you are seeing the concentric circles near the wire? As this wire is present, as it is acting as a current carrying conductor, as a straight current carrying conductor, same concentric ring as we were obtaining here will be shown at both the ends of the wire, which is here. Okay, so when a current is passed through a circular conductor or loop of magnetic field which is produced in the form of concentric circles around the conductor towards the center. Now what is regarding the center? So here in the center, what will happen? The magnetic field is very large, circle becomes very large, so it is going to go out from this cardboard. So what will happen? No iron fillings could run and come out from this region. So what will happen? It is going to form a straight line. It appears to form a straight line. Okay, because from this side also the current is flowing, magnetic field is generated, and from this side also magnetic field is generated. So the circle becomes larger in its shape. So the larger circles will not be accommodated on the such small cardboard. So what will happen? It is going to form a straight line pattern. So in the center, please remember, in a current carrying conductor, the concentric rings are formed, concentric circles are formed around the conductor, and towards the center it is going to form the straight lines parallel to each other. Okay, so this was about the magnetic field which is generated through a circular loop. So previously we had discussed about the the magnetic field in the straight current carrying conductor. Similarly, we have discussed about the magnetic field into a circular loop. Okay, so with this the two shapes we have seen that both the patterns will remain same, but the patterns of the direction will also be found in the same way. Okay, you cannot change the, you cannot see the difference in the that rule could also be used here to find out the direction of the magnetic field. The similar with this one, Maxwell's right hand rule could also be used here in this case also, but it is also going to give the same, it is also going to give you the same result as you are going to apply this Maxwell's rule here in this circular loop at the ends, because at these ends that wire also is a small straight current carrying conductor. Okay, by applying this right hand thumb rule, you easily can check every section where the wire is contributing the magnetic field lines in the same direction within a loop. Okay, now we know that the magnetic field which is produced by a current carrying conductor or a wire at a given point depends directly on the current which is passing through it. Therefore, there is a circular coil having n number of turns, then what will happen? Means there could be another structure which is made by using such number of turns. Here only one turn you have made. Here only one turn was there in the wire. Now what happens if wire takes several turns? So if it takes several turns, then it becomes a new structure, and this structure is known as solenoid. See, this number of turns is there. It is just like a spring which is going to form a new structure which is called a solenoid. Okay, please remember what is a solenoid. Solenoid is an instrument which is made with the help of the number of coils, turning the coils of any conductor. So this is the structure, this is the picture of solenoid, which is showing you the electric which is as soon as you are going to pass the current from this solenoid, what will happen? You will see a magnetic field around it. So the area which is shown here in the pink color as well as in the purple color, this in this blue color, is also showing you the magnetic field around a solenoid. So let us see the magnetic field which is produced by a solenoid in detail. Okay, so this is a very beautiful picture of solenoid, that's why I have put it here, so that you could remember and see and remember about the magnetic field which is produced inside this solenoid as well as outside this solenoid. Okay, so we go on to the magnetic field due to a current carrying solenoid. A solenoid is a circular coil of wire with the shape of a cylinder. Okay, this is a cylindrical in shape. Okay, it is cylindrical in shape, but the difference is that a circular loop has taken number of turns. So when the current is flowing through a solenoid, it behaves like a bar magnet. Okay, why it is behaving as a bar magnet? Let's see. So when you are so in this first diagram, you could see that a number of turns is made with this circular wire, so it is a solenoid. Okay, now it behaves like a bar magnet. The ends of the solenoid behaves like a north and the south poles. Why north and the south poles of a magnet? Because you could see that magnetic power is more at the sides, at the poles of the bar magnet. Similarly, solenoids ends will also have the solenoid ends will also have a very huge amount of magnetic field around it. Okay, so this magnetic field which is produced, the ends of the solenoid will behave as the north and the south poles of the magnet. The magnetic field produced by a solenoid is similar to the magnetic field produced by the bar magnet. Now, how it is similar to the magnetic field which is produced by the bar magnet was as like this. The strength of this magnetic field depends upon the strength of the current and the number of turns which is taking in the which is there in the solenoid. Okay, now two things are there: the number of turns and the it depends upon the current which is flowing through it. Okay, number of turns and when the current which is flowing through it. Please remember that inside a solenoid, in a current carrying solenoid, it depends upon the two things, that is the number of turns and the amount of current which is flowing through it. Okay, So the magnetic field which is drawn here on a coil of many circular turns of insulated copper wire wrapped it closely in the shape of a cylinder is called solenoid. The patterns of magnetic field lines around a current carrying solenoid is shown in the diagram which is drawn here, okay, which is shown here. In these three diagrams you could see the magnetic field which is present around a solenoid. Now you have to compare the patterns of the field with the magnetic field which is produced by the bar magnet. Do they look similar? Yes, they are similar. So I just wanted to show you the magnetic field which was produced by the straight bar magnet. So it is very much similar. You could see here, remember this diagram, and we'll just go on to the diagram which is shown here, okay. You could see here also the same diagram. You could see a bar magnet is placed, a bar magnet is there, and it is going to show you the same force of lines, okay. In this diagram also you could see the similar things. That is why it is saying that it is similar to that of the bar magnet when solenoid is producing the magnetic field, okay. So yes, they are similar. In fact, one end of the solenoid behaves as the north pole of the bar magnet, whereas other behaves as the south pole. The field lines inside a solenoid will form a parallel straight line. This indicates that magnetic field is same at all the points inside the solenoid, okay. So the field is uniform inside a solenoid. Remember this. A strong magnetic field is produced inside a solenoid, can be used to magnetize a small piece of magnetic material like soft iron core which is placed inside it, okay. Now what will happen inside this solenoid? What is the way of magnetic field? What is the pattern of the magnetic field line? So we know that in a bar magnet the magnetic field lines arises from north and it is ending in the south. Inside the bar magnet it appears to be coming from south to north. The same thing will happen here also. In a solenoid, whenever you are forming a pattern of magnetic field lines as it is drawn here, it is from north to south, and inside a bar magnet it is from south to north. Similar to more circles will be formed from north to south, and inside it will be from south to north. It appears from south to north. And if you are only going to see inside this inside this solenoid, you will see that they are forming parallel lines. So these parallel lines means that the magnetic field is equally distributed inside this solenoid, okay, as you could see here in this diagram, very beautifully drawn, okay. It is the original picture which is shown in the form of this colorful diagram, where you could see that at the ends it is coming from the north, it is ending in the south, and inside the bar magnet it is from south to north, okay. Now here north and south is not shown. You could easily find out using the magnetic compass, and it is also decided by the amount of current flowing through it, okay, by applying the Maxwell's rule. Now here what will happen? Okay, so the strength of magnet, it depends upon the strength of the current flowing through it. More the current flowing is there, more the magnetic power of magnetic field is going to be there. If less current is flown, then less power of magnetic field will be there. And if less number of turns are there, then what will happen? A very small amount of current could flow through it. And if more number of turns is there, it is going to produce a strong magnetic field as more and more current is exposed between these circles, okay. So this is how a solenoid is generating a magnetic field, and this has a very practical application inside in the preparation of electromagnet. Okay, we have to see the electromagnets also, and in the further slides I am going to show you about it also very quickly. Now next, this here is a diagram which is showing you the a way of magnetic field lines in a solenoid, which is from north to south. See, as soon as this is turned on, the current is going to flow from the positive to negative direction. So what will happen? The magnetic field is generated, as current has a property of generating magnetic field. We are studying this only in this chapter, in this whole chapter, where from the north side the magnetic field is generated, and magnetic field line is generated, and it is ending in the south direction. Now inside the solenoid it is from south to north, and as you could see here, these blue lines are parallel inside this solenoid. So it becomes parallel inside this solenoid, which shows that the magnetic field is uniform inside this wire, inside the coil, okay, inside the solenoid. And this B is going to tell you about the magnetic field, and I is going to tell you about the this one, current, and this N means it is the number of turns in the solenoid. Okay, now next is the practical application of the solenoid, which is the electromagnet. Now what is an electromagnet? So this solenoid is used to prepare electromagnets. Now how is this prepared? As soon as we are keeping a bar magnet, a piece of iron, soft iron core is kept inside this solenoid, inside the coils of solenoid, it has a property to magnetize it, this bar of soft iron core. Okay, so this is how. Now when you are going to take out this magnet, whenever you are going to take out this bar of soft iron core, it is going to behave as an electromagnet for some time. It is going to behave as a small magnet for some time. Okay, until the time the electricity is flowing, this iron piece is going to act as an electromagnet. Once the electricity is switched off, it is going to behave as normally as a iron piece. Now that is why this electromagnets, that is how the electromagnets are used, electromagnets are prepared. Now it has a very much practical applications in your speaker, in your the bullet trains are which are drawn, metro trains are there which is running on this electromagnetic principle, and MRIs are there, MRI machines are there which is utilizing the magnetic effect of electric current, magnetic effect, magnetism to shoot the photographs of to take the photographs of the internal organs, which is when the person is placed inside the strong magnetic field. Okay, now what is this electromagnet? Let's study. A strong magnetic field inside a solenoid can be used to magnetize a piece of magnetic material such as soft iron core when it is placed inside the coil. Remember, you have to place that bar of soft iron core inside this coil. Okay, such a magnet is known as electromagnet. It's very easy that electromagnet is a long word. Okay, this is made up of two words. The first word is electro and the second word is the magnet. So this magnet which is made with the help of electricity, this is known as electromagnets. If the electric current is passed through the wire which is wound around a soft iron piece, it behaves like a magnet. Such a magnet is called electromagnet. This is how you would see the picture which is shown here in this diagram, where you could see one iron nail is there, and around which the coil of insulated copper wire is wrapped around, and it is taking several number of turns, similar to that of the solenoid. Okay, so this is how and then what will happen? You will switch it on, you will switch this, close this switch, and you have connected to the one end of the wire is connected with the battery, other end is connected with the switch. Now once the switch is closed, it is turned on, then what will happen? The current will flow, it is going to flow, it is going to start flowing in this coil of the insulated copper wire. It is then what will happen to this iron nail? You will see that some of the iron nails are going to, if you put some iron objects near this, it is going to be attracted towards this iron nail. So this shows that how is this iron nail being converted in the form of magnet. So this iron nail is going to behave as a magnet till the time the switch is closed. So please remember that once this switch is turned on, it is going to behave as a magnet till the time the switch is on, means the current is flowing through it. Once the current is switched off, then what will happen? It is going to behave as a normal piece of iron. So this has a very much practical applications in the cranes, which is used in the factories to lift up very much different heavy materials. So heavy electromagnets could be produced by passing large number of current from a solenoid. So just now we have studied that this strength of the solenoid depends upon the number of turns and the amount of current passed through it. The stronger the solenoid which is prepared, the stronger would be the current flowing through it, and the stronger electromagnets could be produced. Okay, so if the current carrying conductor, the solenoid has number of turns, and you are putting certain iron piece inside it, it is also getting magnetized. So you can prepare the electromagnets according to your wish, and various strength of this electromagnets could be observed. Okay, so this has a very much practical application in the I told you that it is made in lifting the heavy objects which is made up of iron, such as in the car industries, or once the ship is drowned inside the sea, then it is also helpful in taking out those parts of the ship using electromagnets. Till the time it is going to flow, the electricity is going to flow inside this iron core, it is going to behave as an electromagnet. The similar application which you have studied of this electromagnet was in class 7th, in where the electric bell was there, where this solenoid is used as an electromagnet is used. It is going to magnetize and the bell was ringing till the time the switch was on, is in on condition. So please remember that electromagnets are those magnets which are produced using electricity, means magnets which is produced with the help of electricity, and this is how we are going to prepare the electromagnets of the desired strength by increasing the number of turns, by increasing the amount of current flowing through it, by putting the soft iron core inside it, so because of which it is going to pass the current and the electromagnets will be produced. Okay, so we have discussed about the way of that electricity is going to produce the magnetic effect. Okay, electricity is going to produce the magnetic effect. Now, is it so that whether any electricity is going to produce, which is producing the magnetic effect, can there be an opposite condition where you could see that the magnetic field is going to produce electricity? Is it possible? Okay, we'll find out the answer for this question in the next video, in the next upcoming video. So children, today we have discussed about the magnetic field, as well as we have discussed about magnetic field lines in various shapes of the conductor. First shape we have discussed was the straight current carrying conductor, then we have discussed about the circular loop, and thirdly we have discussed about the solenoid and its magnetic field. So we have seen that the pattern of magnetic field remains same. The magnetic field, the current which is deciding, the amount of current is deciding the way of magnetic field which is produced in the current carrying conductor. Okay, in the straight current carrying conductor we have found that the concentric rings are produced, whereas in the circular loop we have found that in between the two loops we have seen the concentric circles are there and two concentric circles are obtained, and in between, in the center of this cardboard we can see that parallel lines could be seen. So these parallel lines are drawn. These are also because of the huge magnetic field is produced in the circular loop. Similarly, we have seen in the solenoid that in the solenoid also the magnetic field is produced, that is a very strong magnetic field, and it is behaving like a bar magnet, and inside this solenoid the magnetic field was uniform, which was shown by the parallel lines in the solenoid. Okay, so and also the practical application of solenoid was this electromagnet, which we have discussed lastly in today's video. So that's all for today's video. I would just come up with the next video, the next topic very soon.